Trina Ames, if you're watching this, I am officially out YouTubing you. Got the tea and the camera set up at the same time. Delicious. Hey everyone! So I guess this week is video response / tag week because I'm doing another video response, this time to the art assignments video on Mike Rignetta's 5 favorite works of art, because I just wanted to talk about my own favorite works of art. It's all part of my effort to convince YouTube to bring back the video response. So without further ado, for today's Dear December, I'm going to be talking about my 5 all-time favorite works of art. So the first work of art I'm going to be talking about is the Valkeshwar Temple in Mumbai. So this temple is a Devdas, which is a place where Jains like me go to worship. It's one of the few places in the world that I consume extremely differently from the people around me. Valkeshwar Devdas, while it is a temple and a place of worship, it is also a tourist attraction. It's not the same as when I go to temple around here and I go to pray and everyone else around me goes to pray. It's this bizarre mix of people who worship the murtis and tirthankars and look at all of the paintings on the walls and understand the stories behind them, and people who admire this place without understanding it at all. In a way, I feel like I am also a part of the art in this, because when tourists come to see this beautiful place, they're not just seeing the temple and the beautiful images, they're also seeing us praying, they're observing us doing the things that we do. It's almost like I'm in a museum and people are watching me. It's this bizarre experience of having someone observe me in one of my natural environments. For me, going to temple is something that's mundane, that I've done all my life, and praying is something that I do every day. However, for the tourists, it's something that is completely different. So not only is Valkeshwar Temple one of my favorite works of art because it is this amazingly old building in this increasingly crowded metropolis, but it's something that I experience on a very personal level and that other people experience on a level of art, in which I feel like there is some level of distance. It's a very interesting dichotomy to live within. So I don't live in Bombay, and based on my accent, I think you know that I'm American. So I understand how tourists feel when they look at something that's new and interesting. But I've also been going to this temple all of my life whenever I go to visit my grandparents in Bombay. So it's just this dichotomy that I get to experience that I don't think a lot of people do. It's this dichotomy of the exotic and familiar at the same time. So the second work of art I want to talk about is Bel Canto by Anne Patchett. This is one of my favorite novels of all time. This novel is bizarrely beautiful because it is about a hostage crisis. We see both the perspectives of the hostages and the hostage takers. The reason why this novel is so beautiful, though, is because it's written like music. I remember when I was first reading it not wanting to put the book down because I felt like I was in a concert while reading it. I didn't want it to end. I loved feeling both the written word and the musicality of this book. The beauty of this book comes from constantly having to confront the fact that you are romanticizing a hostage crisis and that the author is forcing you to romanticize a hostage crisis by making it musical and making it beautiful and lyrical. This is a hostage crisis, a political crisis, a crisis where people were hurt. The fact that this book allows you to grapple with that while allowing you to take in the beauty of language is what really makes it an incredible piece of art. Honestly, all of Anne Patchett's books are amazing, but this one is definitely my favorite. So the third work of art I want to talk about is an album, Fallen Empires by Snow Patrol. Snow Patrol is my all-time favorite band, but I have a reason for choosing this specific album. So everyone knows Snow Patrol's massive hit, Chasing Cars. It's how they got famous. It's how I discovered them. However, that song came out 13 years ago. What I'm recommending is their most recent original album because it is so different from what made them famous. Snow Patrol is not a band that is out of its prime, but they have definitely evolved immensely. And it's clear through this album, which was released 6 years after Chasing Cars became a hit, that they are still artists looking for new sounds and new forms of expression. It feels less like a victory lap and more like a rebirth of the band. Look out for the songs The President and These Broken Bottles Form a Star. The second one doesn't even have the most iconic part of the band, Gary Lightbody's voice. They're not holding onto anything that made them victorious in the past. I think these two songs are the two biggest triumphs of the album. It shows that they're still trying to create beauty out of a mess, which is what they've always done, but they're doing it in such a new and different way in this album. It's an album to experience. They're just such gorgeous songs that are so different from what they're known for. So the fourth of my 5 favorite works of art is a song, but it is not just a song. It is Dhola Re Dhola from Devdas. Like I said, this song is not just a song, it is a multi-dimensional, collaborative piece of art. First, you have the song. The song was composed by Ismail Darbar, and the lyrics were written by Nusrat Badr. The song was sung by Kavita Krishnamurti, Shreya Ghoshal, and KK, 3 of the most influential and popular singers of India. And then there's the music video. So this song was in the movie Devdas, which was directed by Sanjay Leela Bhansali, one of the most artistic directors in Bollywood. The 2 main dancers of this song are Aishwarya Rai and Madhuri Dixit. You might know who Aishwarya Rai is because she was once Miss World and she is considered one of the most beautiful women alive, and to me, so is Madhuri Dixit. And both of them were trained in Indian classical dance from a very young age, and I'm pretty sure Aishwarya Rai Bachchan got her master's degree in Kathak. So they are 2 incredible dancers. They are 2 of the most famous actresses of their time, and this song is one of the few moments where 2 Bollywood actresses get to be in a song together without a man in it. They get to hold the screen and our attention with only the 2 of them for a solid 5 minutes. And it is beautiful. The direction is beautiful. And that's not even mentioning the sheer amount of backup dancers and makeup and costumes and sets that it took to make this masterpiece. The reason why I think this is beautiful is because it's the first time I saw 2 of the most famous and talented Bollywood actresses sharing a screen together and being friendly with each other. Technically in the movie they're each other's competition for the man, but this song brings them together and they are beautiful and in sync, and there's just so much love in this song for each other and for the art of dance and the art of film. Saroj Khan, who choreographed this song, created an homage to Indian classical dance forms, and because of all of this, it has become one of the most iconic musical numbers to come out of Bollywood, and it has tried to be repeated even from Sanjay Leela Bhansali himself in Bajirao Mastani, but I don't think it can ever be repeated. I don't think the mix of all of that talent can ever be repeated by anyone else. So the 5th and final work of art I am going to be talking about is something that may be familiar to you because I've actually filmed some of it and put it on this channel already. It is the Union Square Post-it notes. So after November 8th, when we possibly elected a fascist dictator, probably elected someone who will ruin what America stands for, and most definitely does not know what he's doing, an artist decided to go to Union Square Station and put up post-it notes and let people put up post-it notes with messages of hope and love and anything the opposite of despair. So I get the pleasure of passing through Union Square Station every day, and I used to actually live on Union Square. And when I lived there, it was the home to the Black Lives Matter protests. It's where the marches started, and it's where everybody gathered and shouted together, no justice, no peace, no racist police. And Union Square, in the name itself, is a place to show unity, especially in the face of evil and in the face of hard times. So the post-it note installation started with one wall right above the 6 train, the downtown 6 train, and it has expanded past the one wall through the hall, and it is massive now. It has grown huge. It's just so beautiful to see so many anonymous New Yorkers and passerbys and tourists sending messages of hope and saying that we do not stand with this awful human being, but we will stand together, and we will accept refugees, and we will make sure to choose love and hope over anything negative. Being able to pass by it all the time has really helped me to process a lot, and I think it's healing for everyone. I personally have left one message, one post-it note on the giant installation, and every day I see more people writing on it and looking at it and just reading beautiful messages. And another thing that's beautiful about it is every day I see post-it notes that have fallen to the ground, and I see messages that are lost to the installation, but were still written and were still read by someone because so many people come to visit it every day. It's all kinds of beautiful that something that started so simply with a guy writing positive notes on post-its turned into this beautiful exploration of human decency. And I really think that's what it's become, and it's my favorite art piece of all time. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, of course, please leave a like down below, comment with what your favorite works of art are, and of course watch the art assignments video on Mike Rignetta's favorite works of art, because they are amazing works of art, although one is a concert that no one will ever be able to go to, so I don't know how to feel about that. And if you didn't know, I am creating a new video every single day of December for Dear December, which is kind of like diary entries plus stuff like this. So be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye! That they are still trying to create beauty. Shut up!